welcome to a day in the life. So mindset to me is actually a choice. You can choose if you want to be happy or sad or angry. And my biggest problem that I used to have is that I thought my life wasn't supposed to have problems. But when I realized that life was happening for me, not to me, it changed everything. And so now, I don't sweat the small stuff. If I can't find my keys, if I'm running late or get stuck in traffic, I actually say a prayer and say gratitude for those things because I know it's protecting me and keeping me in the right place at the right time. So, the reality is that we're all going to fall in life, but the real question you need to ask yourself is how long you can stay there.
All right, let's give a warm Breanna welcome to our next speaker, Senior Director, Breanna.
I can guarantee you, you're going to have a breakthrough today. Like a real one, not a fake one. We're literally going to have a breakthrough that's going to change the next 20 years of your life. But I need you to show up because I cannot want it for you more than you want it for yourself. So this is not the time to go to the bathroom or be scrolling on TikTok or talking to your neighbor. Now, the bad news is I only have 20 minutes to give you a breakthrough. So normally I like to do some sort of icebreaker, warm you guys up, but we don't have time for that. So we're going to jump right into what we're going to cover. Okay, we're going to cover 3 things. We're going to talk about hidden symbols, things that have been secretly running in the background of your mind. You probably don't even realize it. And then we're going to do this group's exercise that is going to give you a breakthrough. And I know because it did it for me. Now, people pay thousands of dollars to do this exercise, so I would go all in on it because you're going to get it for free right here today. And then the last thing is, how do we keep the momentum going? How do we take action after this? I'm going to give you a very simple action plan that you can do. And I'm going to show you a hack that I just learned that has completely changed like the last 30 days of my life. I have 30 days of data, but I'm telling you this works, so I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, what do you see? I grew up my entire life seeing this logo, and it wasn't until recently that I realized that hiding between the E and the X is what? Do you see it? There's an arrow there. It was hiding there the whole time, and I didn't even realize it. And what about this one? Anybody go here as a kid? I never realized that 31 was there. I hear some of you calling out, it stands for 31 flavors. It was there the whole time. You don't see it? Oh, you see it? Jill just saw it for the first time. I just saw it too. I didn't know it was there. And then what about this one? Yep, there's the 31. What about this? Anybody buy these over Super Bowl? Did you know that hiding in the middle of that logo are 2 people with the chips trying to put it in the dip? It was there the whole time. Now, okay, I want you to be honest. Who knew all 3 of these were there? Let me see your hands. Okay, a few of you, but not everyone. So what was the point of this? What's been secretly hiding in the background of your mind that's been holding you back your entire life and you don't even realize it's there? Because I had this moment, because I'm going to tell you the mind is kind of funny. So that your subconscious and your mind can sometimes get stuck on outdated software, and we're going to update it today. And I had this happen, I had this aha moment, and I've talked about this before, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but when I learned about the fact, it's this theory that we all ask ourselves this primary question every single day, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird. Do I ask myself a question every single day? And it took me hours to figure it out, and I realized that I was asking myself, what's wrong with me every single day for as long as I can remember for my entire life. And it was when I realized that it was there that I changed it, but it had been secretly hiding in the background of my mind the whole time. So we want to find those things that are secretly holding you back, and we're going to get rid of them together. So you guys ready? You guys ready for this exercise? Okay, here's the thing. I need you to go all in on this because it's not going to work unless you do the work. And a lot of people overestimate the changes that they need to make or what needs to happen to have a breakthrough. But you know those rockets that Elon Musk sends up into space? Did you know that if you just change the trajectory by 3 degrees, that same rocket would end up in a completely different solar system? So people overcomplicate what they need to do to completely change their life. And there are people that pay a lot of money to do this exercise that we're about to do. In fact, one Fortune 500 CEO, he has done this 11 times because he has seen how much it's done for his financial career and his personal life. So I know that it works because I did it. When I did this, I was in a very, very dark place, very depressed. And my husband and I were separated, and I had a newborn, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. I was trying to figure out, you know, if I should get a divorce, what we're going to do, how we're going to raise this newborn. And I did this exercise, and within a matter of minutes, I knew exactly what I needed to do. And I will never forget, I called my husband, and I said that I wanted to work on our marriage, and we started going to therapy, and now it's hard to tell the story. And now we were able to raise our son, I'm so nervous because my son is in the audience. Love you, Betsy. Okay, so I know that it works because it was so powerful after I did this exercise that put our marriage back together. A month later, packed up all of our stuff. We moved to a new state to start a fresh start, put our marriage back together. Now we have an amazing marriage. So I want this for you. I want you to have this breakthrough. Okay, are you ready? Okay. So in just a minute, they're gonna lower the lights. You're not gonna be able to see me. I want you to ignore your neighbor. And I sat in the back yesterday, and I know how much chatter there is back there. So please don't rob your neighbor the chance to have a breakthrough that can change the next 20 years of their life. So ignore your neighbor. I want you to put your phones away. And I want you to close your eyes. And then if we could turn off these lights up front as well. I want you to think about a limiting belief that's holding you back and causing you pain in your life right now. Here's what limiting beliefs can look like. I'm not good enough. I don't know enough. I'm too worried about what other people think, so I'm not even going to try. I'm never going to lose weight. I'm never going to get healthy. I don't have the time. I can't get focused. I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything at all. I'm afraid I'll fail, so I'm not even going to try. I'm never going to get out of debt. I'm going to stay broke forever. I'm so afraid of rejection, I would rather stay single and alone. I want you to pick your top limiting belief that comes to mind and ask yourself, why has this been holding you back? I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the weight of that belief on your body. What are the consequences of having this belief? What are you missing out on? Feel how that loss feels and create that feeling of pain in your body. What's it costing you financially? Having this belief, what is it doing to your self-confidence? Is it creating doubt about yourself? Do you feel alive with this belief? Do you feel powerful, or do you feel weaker? How does it affect your energy level when you get out of bed in the morning? Is it creating energy, or is it sucking it out of your body? What do you say to yourself when you look in the mirror and you realize you allowed this belief to control you most of your life? I want you to see it, and I want you to feel the weight of it pulling you down. And if you have kids, what kind of role model are you for your kids? How is it affecting you spiritually, and what's it costing you? All the areas of your life that are impacted by this one belief, is it helping you or is it hurting you? Now I want you to come with me 5 years into the future. I want you to imagine your future self 5 years from now. And if you thought your current experience is pain, now I want you to feel what happens when you compound that pain over the next 5 years. I want you to take the weight of all these limitations, all the things you're missing out on, and I want you to pull yourself 5 years into the future. And as you go into the future, drag all the experiences, all the limitations, everything that this belief is creating for you, another 5 years stacking one on top of another like a giant snowball. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's getting heavier, and it's pushing you down. I want you to step into the future 5 years and bring all the things you missed out on, all the pain, the frustration, the anger, all the things you gave up on, drag it with you, and look at yourself in the mirror, and what do you see? Now I want you to come with me 10 years into the future, and this is where the weight of that belief gets really, really heavy. And I want you to imagine your future self 10 years from now. This is where you really paid the price of missing out on your life. Don't just see it. I don't want you to just think about it. I want you to really feel it. Step in and see that future self 10 years from now, and what life is like if you don't change. Drag the 10 years of disappointment with you, 10 years of one failure building on top of another, 10 years of all the limitations from this belief, all the things you missed out on, coming with you 10 years into the future. Now look in the mirror and notice how you feel. Do you feel older or younger? Do you feel more alive or less alive? Does your body feel lighter or does it feel heavier? Do you feel stronger or weaker? What do you say to yourself as you look in the mirror after living this way for a decade? 10 years are gone just like that. Now I want you to come with me 20 years into the future. Drag the 2 decades, 20 years of pain with you all the way, and feel all the things you missed out on for the past 20 years piling on top of you. Feel it. All the pain you've experienced just because of this limiting belief you can't let go of. How old are you now? 20 years have gone by. Look in the mirror, and what does your face look like? What does your body look like? Are you healthy? Have you gained weight? Are you stronger or are you weaker? Are you more alive or less alive? What happened? What price did you pay for this lousy belief? What did it cost you in your relationships, your career? What didn't you do because you held on to this? What didn't you try? What did you say to yourself after 20 years of living this way with all these limitations you put on yourself? Is this what you wanted? And decide right now if you're willing to live this way. Are you willing to have this be your destiny 20 years from now? Now here's the good news. What you saw has not happened yet. Keeping your eyes closed still, I want you to come back to today, and I want you to realize that none of this has happened yet. That future you just saw is not fate. If nothing changes after today, that is your fate. But keeping your eyes closed still, I want you all to stand up. Stand to your feet. Keep your eyes closed. Don't look around. Don't bother your neighbor. Come come back to today, I want you to take a deep breath in, all together, and let it out. Now I want you to take that limiting belief, and I want you to let it go. If you need to, you can put it into a box. You can throw it into a roaring fire if you need to let it go. And I want you to imagine something different. I want you to imagine it's 5 years from now, and you finally let go of that belief that's been holding you back your entire life. And I want you to imagine the moment you finally let it go. Not because it was easy, but because you decided it no longer gets to run your life. How do you carry yourself now? The way that you stand and the way that you speak, the way that you make decisions and the way that you trust yourself. You do things that you used to overthink, and you feel the relief of no longer fighting yourself. And I want you to look forward 10 years from now. Look at the life that you built because you stopped letting that belief decide for you. And notice the confidence and think about the people who benefit because you didn't quit and you didn't give up. Because you didn't shrink back and feel the pride that you have yourself after a decade of living this way. And now I want you to imagine your life 20 years from now. And you're looking back at this season of your life, this moment right now, and instead of regret, you feel peace. Because you didn't let fear decide for you, and you kept your promises to yourself. You became an example to others. You made your family proud. You made yourself proud. And feel that feeling. The payoff was worth it. You get to decide right now which future you want. That future doesn't happen all at once. It happens one decision at a time, and the first step towards that future starts right now. And I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to bring your attention back to the room. And in just a few seconds, we're going to celebrate that future that you saw of you letting go of those beliefs. Okay? You have to take action right now. So in just a few seconds, the DJ's going to play some music. And I want to challenge you to celebrate that future. I want you to shake the walls in this room, celebrating what you saw, the potential that you have in you. I want you to high-five your neighbor. I want you to grab your neighbor if they're sitting in their chair. And are you ready, DJ? Are you guys ready? Say yes if you're going to claim that future. Yes? Let's go. But it's so effective because you have a choice. You have a choice right now what you want your life to look like. And that choice, we have to take action today. So I'm going to tell you the secret. When you have an experience like this, and when you have a realization, you can never leave the site of where you had an experience like this without taking immediate action. Because what happens when you go home? What's waiting for you? Your old habits, your emails, responsibilities, Netflix, all the things, this to-do list that drags you down and you don't get anywhere. So what I want you to do is I want you to take out your masterclass sheet. Do they have those? Do we have those? Maybe, maybe not. So I want you to write it down. Take your pen, grab a piece of paper. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna write down 2 actions. Oh, wait, I forgot I was gonna have you do this. Hold on, I skipped ahead. I have a riddle for you. Do you guys like riddles? Okay. Like, you need to bribe. If anybody gets this right, you're gonna win something. I am not a machine, though I work with the precision of a machine, plus the intelligence of a human. You can run me for profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I will place the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Okay, mindset, that's a good one.
Habit.
10. A plus student, what was it? They can't hear you. Habits. I am habit. Did you catch that? Be firm with me and I'll place the world at your feet. Be easy with me and I will destroy you. So who wants to create some good habits coming out of here? Yeah? Okay, so this is where I want you to grab your pen. I want you to write down 2 actions. One big, one small, that we're going to start today. Okay, so this is not when I get home, because if you wait till you get home, guess which future you're deciding on? That future you don't want. Guys, we've got to make changes today while you're in this state, while you're feeling the energy. So this is where you pick something on that procrastinator's to-do list that you have. This is where you're going to book the meeting, call the person, hire the person that you wanted to hire. Do the things that you've been meaning to do, and I want you to write those down right now. One big, one small. Everybody have them? Did something come to mind? You can't skip this step. Okay, I'm gonna give you a really cool hack. You guys wanna hear it? I have like 30 days of data on this, but it's been mind-blowing to me how effective it is. It's really simple. When you wake up in the morning, you ask yourself this very simple question: what's the hardest thing I have to do today? That's it. Because what happens when you tackle the hardest thing that you have to do that day, the rest of your day just got easy. So are there any procrastinators in the room? Because I am like the queen of procrastination. I will tell you, this has almost created like a challenge with myself. Now I'm challenging myself to do the hardest thing, and it's been pretty cool, the results that I've seen so far, because I get the hardest thing knocked out. I mean, everything else is easy with my day. So I challenge you to do this coming out of convention. And before I close, I'm just gonna show you this very quick video. This is actually with Jeff Gordon. He is a professional race car driver. If you didn't know that, it'll make sense in the video. And we're gonna watch this really quick.
So I was thinking, more age on me, some wrinkles, a little darker, maybe some facial hair. There's somebody that I can pull off a fun prank with. Let's go have some fun.
How you doing?
Hello. Good night.
Hey, nice to meet you, Mike. I saw you sort of gravitating towards a Camaro. You thinking about getting one?
Oh, no. This is way too much car for me.
Well, it's a lot of power, but they designed it to be very safe.
I don't know if I can handle it. I've never driven anything like this before.
Well, I tell you what, I think a way to really make you feel comfortable will be to put you behind the wheel.
You're good.
What are you driving now?
Oh, just a minivan.
Oh, yeah. It's good people to drive.
I'm getting a little nervous.
No, I'll be right there beside you. Are your keys, sir?
Thank you, Steve.
You'll have to unlock the mic.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, what a car. Oh, we better buckle up.
Yeah, good call. Power door locks, standard, of course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nice and easy. Head on out, and whenever you're ready.
Are you ready to go ahead and drive? Okay, sure. A little more than I'm used to.
It's got some power, so just get a feel for it. Okay, all right. Ease up the top. You are liable for any damages to the vehicle, so please stop your car. Please slow down. Slow down. Slow down. You can't go through that gate. Mike. You're gonna wreck this car.
There's cameras. Look, it was all just fun. Look, I'm Jeff Gordon.
Okay, did you catch what he said at the end? Did you hear it? He said, "Can I do it again?" So what happened to his fear? It went away. So this weekend, you're going to hear from a lot of speakers and a lot of professionals who know how to drive the car. So you can let the fear go. She's going to show you exactly what to do. And I'm so excited for the person that you're going to be coming out of this event. It's pretty cool what happens when you decide to drive without the emergency brake on and you let those limiting beliefs go. So thank you so much, everyone.